Good.
Excellent. No intros. All right, everyone, well done. Excellent. Glad you could all make it today. Goodness knows what we were saying just then, Louise. Hope it wasn't anything rude the last 15 seconds.
I don't think
Hope
so.
you weren't swearing.
15 seconds?
Yes,
No.
I'm only joking.
Swearing me?
What's that?
Swear me?
You. Good day, everyone. Pop that in the bin, please. Stop. What?
Okay.
You're in control this time.
Am I?
You're the main person. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I hope you can hear me. We've got a bit of a lag of about 30 seconds on this at the moment. So I hope you can all hear me. Fingers crossed. And obviously the lovely Louise. Hope you can all hear Louise as well.
Can you hear me?
A bit of a wider shot of that. Good.
Don't put me in a wide shot, please.
There you go. So I'll try and go a bit closer with you then, shall I? I think you're okay by there, Lou.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at you. Looking gorgeous as ever. Let's just go a bit closer. There.
Good.
There. Excellent.
Good. Claire's been looking forward to it. Yay, and Janet has. Cool. Good. So what are we here for, Andrew?
Well, there's no chit-chat. There's no shilly-shally.
Or dilly-dally.
Or dilly-dally in Louise.
Okay.
So we are here. This is the first episode, I should say, Maker Spotlight. It's a continuation, or it's been developed from the
We called it show and tell.
Show and
the
tell.
show and
That's
tell
it.
section.
The show and tell that we used to have on a Monday with our Q&As. And we were getting so many people sending us the information, and it was taking up about 10-15 minutes of the Q&As. We thought, well, this is something that we could work on, and we could actually develop this, couldn't we, into something a little bit better, and not to include it. People don't know whether they're going to be on the Q&A or whatever. So we thought we would do a bit of a Maker's Spotlight. Mm-hmm. And we're going to start off initially just with two makers. We're looking at Penny and Mark today. Regular viewers of our Q&A and our workshops will see Penny and Mark in the chat. You should know a lot about these people by now, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they're a part of our community, aren't they? Well,
we started the Q&A in 2020, and I know Penny has been active in the community since at least then.
Yeah. So we thought we would put it together as a bit of a Maker Spotlight and bring all the attention to the people who we're going to be featuring. It's not about us, it's all about you guys. There's not going to be no sort of questions and answers.
Unless they're related to something we're looking at.
Yes,
yeah.
Obviously, yes, yeah. And we're just going to be talking about the makers, their inspirations, their designs, and so forth. And Louise has put things together in a lovely little package.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we're going to play it. We're going to start off initially, we're going to see how things develop. This is the first time we've ever done this. And we're going to be going through a bit of a slideshow that Louise has put together with all the information that Penny and Mark have given us with images of their work. As we said, please feel free to ask questions relating to those pieces of work. And perhaps
we've got Penny in the chat as well, which is fabulous.
Excellent.
Good. Mark.
And Mark as well. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to pass over to Louise, and she can tell you a bit more about what she's got prepared and how we're going to be doing this.
I think it's all ready, Andrew.
It's all ready, is it?
I've got it all ready.
It's all ready.
So if you could please share my screen. And I have it here.
Let's have a look at that. You ready? You? Cool.
I'm all ready, yes.
All right, so excellent. So it's to start off, it's going to take the form of a slideshow with all the information, and then we can have a chat.
Yes.
About inspiration and the designs and so forth.
Yes, because that's the really interesting thing. I was really surprised by what I've learnt, even from this day one. This is day one, episode 1.
Yes.
And what I've learnt putting this together.
Okay.
In terms of what I can learn from what inspires other people, what's inspired Penny and what's inspired Mark. So I've made my little notes on that as well, which I found interesting. Do a little bit of research into that.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
Okay.
It's been really good.
So, shall we... Fingers crossed it's all going to work. Fingers crossed we're going to have sound on the laptop as well. So you're going to put sound.
No.
You don't want sound?
I don't need sound on the laptop, no.
But isn't there music?
Yeah, there's some lovely music.
That's what I mean.
I don't need the music now, though. I think it might be a bit distracting.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll leave the music off.
Yes, please.
All right. Okay. Good.
Thank you, Pen.
Good. All right. Then should we start?
Okay. Let's start.
Okay. Let's start off. Penny is our first maker spotlight. So here we go.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Are we ready? Yes. I'm delighted to present Penny Albertallo. Okay, yeah. So Penny, from her studio in the garden of her South Devon cottage, Penny designs and makes silver and gold jewellery that is inspired by her love of the beauty of nature and Italian design. Being by the sea, she has the beautiful Devon countryside too. I love Devon. All of the Devon coastline is absolutely stunning, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Beautiful. And we've had the pleasure of meeting Penny, haven't we?
We have, yes.
Yeah, so that photo was, I should have mentioned, that photo is obviously Penny.
Penny.
I love her style, instantly recognisable at shows and trade events with her beautiful red hair. Okay, so Penny brings this love to her work, designing and hand-making small collections and bespoke pieces made for clients to mark and celebrate those very special occasions and relationships. And that bracelet that you can see there is part of Penny's Chelsea flower collection, which we're going to move on to.
Excellent. Good.
Gorgeous. So Penny has been making jewellery for over 20 years and loves working with precious metals and gemstones while overlooking her cottage garden.
I like that.
Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? And this is Astrid. This is Penny's friend who's beautifully modelling her jewellery here. Penny's garden is a place of spirituality and creativity, which is so important to her jewellery making. She shares her cottage and garden with her husband and 3 dogs and feels lucky too to have her grandchildren living close by. The Chelsea Flower Collection. The Chelsea Flower Show is one of those iconic moments of the year for gardeners. Have you ever been, Andrew?
No, never been to the Chelsea Flower Show. Actually.
No.
Never been privileged or honoured to go. It looks amazing though.
It does, doesn't it? My little film is buffering there, I'm afraid. This collection of 11 pieces is inspired by Penny's love of gardening and beautiful flowers. And I've seen photographs of Penny's garden and it is
stunning.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could actually
beautiful.
be one of the gardens at the Chelsea Flower Show.
I think it could, couldn't it? It's
Yeah.
so stunning. When you see photographs of her garden, it's instantly obvious that she's a very keen gardener.
Yes, it really shows.
It's beautiful. All the flowers are handmade from recycled sterling silver with a pop of 9-carat gold plating in the centre. I love the fact that these are articulated as well.
Very good.
So here we have Astrid modelling a hairpin and the Chelsea Flower Collection ring. And a hairpin's not something I would necessarily think to make, but it's gorgeous.
No,
it really ties in the
never
whole
would have thought
collection,
it.
doesn't it? Beautiful.
Never would have thought it. Again, it's another part of the body that you can actually decorate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And that is a beautiful necklace featuring 3 flowers. Penny has ingeniously created 3 flower sizes to make pieces sized for those who prefer dainty jewellery or those who prefer chunkier statement pieces. And I love that because I'm like a giant, so I wear big jewellery. So yeah, I love the fact, because very often I see things that I really love, but they're just too dainty for me.
Too petite.
They get lost on me, yeah. Really, really clever idea. Inspiration. So what inspires Penny?
I'd say the garden.
Well, don't spoil it, Andrew. But you're right. Nature and beauty inspire Penny. This could be a beach in Devon, and they've got plenty of them, haven't they? Yeah. The moors, a gorgeous garden, or a wonderful piece of ironwork on a balcony in Italy. So these 3 rings are from the Chelsea Flower Collection as well. So this demonstrates the 3 the 3 different sizes.
Yes, I like that.
Beautiful. So Penny loves ironwork, whether it's ornate door knockers, boot scrapers, or ornate ironwork in railings. Penny finds ancient doors endlessly fascinating. And this is interesting, isn't it? Because there really is this inspiration everywhere. You've just got to kind of like be open
really
and
gotta
receptive
look.
to it, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You often look past things.
Yeah.
You really do.
Especially when we're busy and we've all got busy lives, haven't we, and rushing around. But yeah, you've just got to be kind of looking out for it.
Yeah.
That is my video doing that jerky motion. It's not Penny's video that she sent me. I do apologise. Gemstones and crystals form an important part of Penny's work. Penny believes the vibrations they give out give us endless benefits when worn in jewellery. They are quite beautiful too. So please do check out what Penny has been doing by following her socials. She's on Facebook. She is on Instagram. And please do check out her website as well, because there's some really, really beautiful pieces on the website too.
Yes. It's a nice,
Can we link
nice
these
website.
in the description of the
Put it
video?
into the descriptions, yes.
Yeah,
I'm not quite
fabulous.
sure how many we got, but I think we got Mark's and Penny's website, but not the socials. But I think it's important to get the socials on.
Absolutely, yeah. Fabulous.
Excellent.
There we are.
So we love that.
I absolutely love it. So nature really is Penny's muse, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, and to be honest, with a garden like Penny's, you can't help to be inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. But absolutely. But I think you can look for inspiration everywhere. This is what I started thinking about. So to be how do we be inspired by nature? What do we do? The simplest thing is go outside, isn't it?
Just
I
go
suppose.
look around us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go
And
outside.
it could be anywhere.
Yeah, you could go for a walk, just sitting in the garden. Doesn't have to be necessarily.
Be in the city.
Well, you could even decorate your office, couldn't you, with plants? I've got all sorts of things in my office.
Taxidermy.
There's
all sorts. There's plants. You love your plants.
I just love any like crystals and things. Just it looks a bit cluttered, but they're just all things that I like to look at.
Yeah,
So,
and if you ever have a moment, you can look around and something else catches your eye from a different angle. And that's what you were saying earlier about nature.
yeah.
You can look at it, or you can look at it.
Yes.
You can dissect it, and actually physically, can't you?
Yes, but do you think as well sometimes just relaxing in nature, if you just shut off and just appreciate what's around you, that can let creativity in? If you're not stressing, you're not worrying, you're just literally just sat there taking and listening to the birds, watching the wind move the trees.
And meditation.
Sometimes that's enough. Yeah, that can be enough to just relax you, and then rather than looking for inspiration, things just come to you.
Yeah, you can't force it, can you?
No.
You've actually got to just relax your brain. Instead of your brain being all so tight and wondering what to do next and this, that and the other, just chill, relax and have a drink. It could be a glass of water, it could be something...
Glass of wine.
A glass of wine, that'll obviously relax you. A glass of water, some
cup of tea,
colour, some flavour in it, or whatever you want. Just sit there quiet.
I put borage in
relax.
my
We do like flowers in our
edible
drinks.
flowers.
Edible flowers,
yeah. And that's another thing you can do. You could observe nature on a really small scale, really, couldn't you? You could get your 10 times loop, have a look at, I don't know, blade of grass, a tiny flower. You can take a flower apart, see what you find.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to have like a microscope, maybe look at things on a cellular level and see what that throws up. You could really, go to town on it, couldn't you?
And make something that looks really quite abstract, but is nature inspired or actual physical. You said, go down to cellular nature, go down to the hairs on the stamen of a borage plant that was in my drink the other night, and you think, oh, but no, actually, you look at them deeply and closely and examine them, and they are spectacular things.
Yeah, but you don't even have to do that. You could look at gardening books, gardening magazines, botanical drawings. They're great for inspiration, aren't they?
Those old ones, those old hand-drawn ones.
Yeah,
that we've got as well.
I've got scraps of them in my office, from old books that I just like the look of, so I keep them.
Absolutely brilliant. We love it, and I love the idea about the 3 different sizes. There's thought gone into that. They're not just simple rings, simple pendancies, but hair slides,
Yeah.
whoever hairpins, sorry.
And the collection is so cohesive, isn't it? It really
Yeah.
is. Everything, she's thought of everything, even the different size flowers. It really is. It's a triumph. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Very good, very good. So we'll make sure that we put Penny's socials in the description, 'cause I don't think they're in the description yet.
Yes.
But we'll make sure that we'll copy them. We'll do them as soon as we finish now.
Yeah. So I'm inspired now by Penny's inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to sit in the garden.
Yeah.
In fact, I took a photograph of you in our garden earlier, didn't I? And I was thinking, it's nice to see you relax. But nature reminds us that it is good to be busy, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like, you see, look in the garden, everything's going on. There's bees, there's birds, there's things growing, there's weeds popping up where you don't want them. Everything is going on. But then there's a time for that. But then there's also a time, but there's no stress, is there? They're all busy, but nobody seems stressed. And then there's a time to relax. Yeah. And there's a time to stop working, and that's very important too, and that's what I've been thinking about since I've been putting Penny's presentation here together.
It's very good.
Yeah, what's going on in the chat? Claire says, beautiful work, Penny, yes. Gabby's enjoyed it. All these wonderful jewellery pieces by fantastic jewellers, inspirational but intimidating. No, we're all here to learn from each other.
Yeah, shouldn't find it intimidating.
Being in the moment, absolutely, yeah. And this is what Mary was saying. Mary's our resident counsellor, isn't she? Who helps us out with our podcasts. And we were talking about finding awe.
Yes.
And that can be anywhere. It's lovely to go on holiday, isn't it? And it's great, but you don't have to go far really to find awe. You can find it in your back garden. You can find it in a lovely plant you've got in the house. You've just
the way the sun comes through a trees, or just cast a shadow, even. In the study with a nice plant and the sun comes through, and it's just absolutely brilliant.
Well, Mary likes looking at the coal tip because she lives literally like in the next street along, doesn't she, from us? And behind our house we've got a coal tip, and she likes going up there, and that's a place of awe. She looks at because you can see the whole valley, so it's not just the coal tip.
But it is amazing, everything that's around it.
Gorgeous. Owen Lloyd has said, Penny made my former wedding ring into something very special. Oh wow, after a short consultation, I was presented with a lovely Tree of Life pendant, and it's amazing with a whole new meaning to me. That's fabulous. Lovely.
That's good. I like that.
Good. Janet says, love Penny's website and Facebook pages. Married at Agatha Christie's house. Fascinating. I know the area so well. Fab.
Good,
Lovely. Yeah, fabulous.
Good. Should we crack on with the next one?
Okay, would you like to see Mark?
I would like to see Mark, yes.
Okay, just one moment, let me just get the...
okay, yeah, I'm not rushing.
Don't rush, please.
So yeah, I hope you like that. Hope you like the format. Obviously, this is the first Maker Spotlight that we've done. If you want to be featured in these Maker Spotlights, please do go to atthebench.com/spotlight, and you can enter your information, a nice headshot and images of your work, a bit about the work, what inspires you and so forth, and we can be featuring you on one of these. And this is where these Maker Spotlights are going to stay. They're going to stay on YouTube, and if you're featured, you can link it, you can copy and paste, you can direct people to this Maker Spotlight, and you can show them people your work within this sort of format.
Yes. Yeah. So before we move on, has anybody got any questions or anything they want to ask Penny? Has anybody got any tips for being inspired by nature?
Yeah. What do you do to become inspired? Because I do find it really hard, as you've seen with some of the workshops we've done. I have problems trying to let go and just try and do something. It always ends up bad. So I find it really hard to de-stress. I find it easier because I think you've got to learn to de-stress.
It is a skill.
Learn to relax.
Definitely, yeah.
And I'm slowly doing that.
Yes, you are. And you're getting better and better at it. But the more you do it, the better you'll become, as with anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the other thing, there's always something different to see, because of course the seasons change, so things don't stay the same. And that's important to remember about life as well.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why I love it.
It's like our garden. We moved last year. Every day over the past year, we're seeing something different in the garden, and also in the house with the way the sun comes around as well.
Yes.
So that's been very interesting. Okay, good. Any... Oh, wow.
Penny says, my lovely yogi does outdoor yoga on the beach during the summer. Oh my God, that sounds idyllic. I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people use dried seed pods And gnarly branches.
Yeah, Elle Menk says, I absolutely love dried seed pods or gnarly. Yes, fabulous. Catherine says, I walk in my favourite park and create what I see. Fabulous. I love it.
Excellent.
Good. Okay.
Should we crack on with marks?
Yes, please.
Are you ready?
I am all ready.
Okay, I shall let you introduce the next one then.
Okay. Delighted to present to you Mark Jones. So here's Mark. Mark is a part-time maker with a full-time job in cybersecurity. He started in fine jewellery 5 years ago with basic and non-specialised tools. With only limited hours in a week to work on his amazing craft, he plugs away at learning new skills whenever possible. Mark started with Alan Revere's Facebook group by his wife's suggestion, and now he's an admin of that group. He's been a member of At the Bench for a few years and says he's learned so much from the films and the other content. That's lovely, thank you, Mark. Never having had in-person instruction, Mark has always relied on digital learning. Slowly, he started to introduce some of the more precious metals. So here we can see his blue, sapphire and silver ring. Nice. So I don't know if I can... Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, really gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that.
Currently selling a little and enjoying a lot, Mark's main focus at the moment is stone setting and graver work. And here is the halo ring with lab-grown sapphire and cubic zirconia. A gorgeous colour on that stone.
It is very good.
Really, really lovely. Mark says, half of mine showing started from At the Bench projects. Oh, fab. Oh, that's cool.
That's good.
And here is Mark's 21mm silver locket with square garnet and round cubic zirconia. And I love that attention to detail as well. So the CZ, can you see, is in the bail there, the split bail.
Yeah.
That's a really, really lovely design, isn't it?
That is nice.
And just really elevates it.
Put the square garnet at an angle as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. The texture as well. And of course you've got the hinge and the clasp, which is very technical and it's beautifully done. Really, well really, done. Yeah.
Love that.
Gorgeous, isn't it? So inspiration, what inspires Mark? Growing up, Mark's family had a tradition that handmade was better than store-bought, which works well when you're small but gifting your parents. That's what he's told me. I think it works well.
It does.
Generally, I think it's a really good policy to have. So here we can see Mark's silver textured badge with prong-mounted peridot trillion. Gorgeous. I just love that design. And the texture as well is stunning.
Which is good. It's like I can just about make it out on my little monitor, but yeah. It's looking good.
Do you want to come here so you can see them clearer? No? Oh, yeah. Beautiful. How did you get that texture, Mark? It's gorgeous. Mark has held on to that tradition of handmade better than shop bought his entire life and loves to give gifts that someone else might actually appreciate for the care put into it. It inspires him to try new things and get better at the ones he attempts. So there is Mark's Perroquet amethyst and silver ring.
Gorgeous.
Look at the shine on that as well. The polish on that is absolutely stunning. Yeah, really, really gorgeous. Rolling mill plate. That's how Mark got the texture on here. Yeah, good. Beautiful. Really lovely. Okay. So Mark has a website. So do visit it and have a little look. There's a lot of his work on there. So we'll link that in the description of the film.
I think the websites are, but the other socials aren't.
Yeah, Mark you didn't send me socials, but if you do have a Facebook page or an Instagram or Threads, do let me know, and I can link them up and put them in our social media as well. Yeah, so
brilliant.
Yeah,
I
fabulous.
love it. As people have been saying, for 5 years, sort of part-time, stunning. Very good indeed.
Yeah.
Very good. And it's nice.
So precise, beautiful.
Nice that some of the projects at the bench have sort of given him a bit of inspiration and to go forward. Because it's always nice to follow directions and follow how to do something, but it's also nice to add your own bit of a twist in it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Do like that, Tom. Yeah.
Absolutely. So Mark's inspiration inspired me to start thinking about the benefits of giving handmade gifts.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of us today are incredibly fortunate to have all we need, really, most of the time.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
to have something handmade, I think, is a really very special thing.
It is.
And for me, it's the idea that somebody has spent their time, which is a really precious commodity, isn't it?
These days it is.
For I think pretty much all of us, spent their time, making something for me. That's really, really special, isn't it?
Yes. Because I've made something for you.
You have.
The first things, I haven't made many things for you. I would like to have more time to make things for you. But the first thing I made for you was the octopus ring in white gold set with black diamonds.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I made for you. And you still wear it to this day.
Of course I do. I love it.
Yeah, very good. As you say, time's gone into it. It doesn't matter about the monetary value.
Well, but a lot of the time, by the time you make things and buy the materials and spend your time in researching it, it's not cost effective, is it?
No.
That's the other thing.
No. And it is nice to be able to have that ability, and it doesn't just apply to jewellery, because it can apply to literally everything. Sort of handmade cards. And the number of craft books out there. Yeah. That I know what the lady who's on Dragon's Den, the crafty lady, Sarah. She's just produced a book on gifts to give. Yeah. And I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's not just. It's not aimed at. I think years ago it was aimed at perhaps the people who, back when my mum and dad were young, when they had no money, so they made things. Yeah. But it holds true, but the making things, no matter how much money you've got, is far more personal. Absolutely, and you can be sure as well that if you're making somebody something unique, that they're not going to have one already. Yes, because very often when we buy gifts, we're like, have they got this or I don't? Like Jasmine had the yes/no game. Is it the yes/no game with the bell? I think she had that every year for about 4 years for Christmas, which we laugh about. But I think twice was off me as well in a stocking. But there we are. You can be sure that they haven't already got one, and for the recipient, the idea of having something and wearing something that nobody else has got is just lush, isn't it? Let's face it. It's the thought that's gone into it, and it comes from the heart. Yeah, I think absolutely. There was somebody we were talking about the other day where everything comes from the heart. I can't remember who it was now, but they were saying that everything they make comes from the heart. If they concentrate on it. And what goes into that piece is not just what you see, but all their thoughts, their inspiration, and everything into that piece that gets passed on. It's really special, yeah. My mum knits. She does. She's a very accomplished knitter, and she makes Aran jumpers. And she made one for me, and she sewed a label in it, and it says "handmade with love" on the label, and I just think that's so cute. But the other thing, hang on, let me just deal with. Oh, how do I stop this? There you go. Thank you. I don't know. Time out. Yes, you can. If you're making somebody a gift, you can be sure that gift is sustainable. You can make sure that you're using, if it's your thing, which we should be thinking about. You can make sure you're using recycled metals. You can use recycled gemstones. Yep. You can use recycled packaging, so you know. That is truly sustainable. Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. So cool. So let's hear some of your comments in the chat. People are saying love the necklace, love the peridot necklace. Yeah, I love the way that the back echoed the shape of the peridot. Absolutely love that. Brilliant idea. Rolling mill. It's absolutely fabulous to get those textures on that. As you say, 5 years. I think Mark's got a good grasp of polish, of construction. The locket, I know, isn't easy. And we know a few people who've made that locket, type of locket, and they do struggle with it. But it's very technical. The hinge, the soldering, and everything on that, I think is really good. And then also to throw on top of that the stone setting, the bail, and also on the front of the locket, I think is marvellous. Absolutely brilliant. So I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that.
Brilliant. Yeah, a lot of love here for Penny and Mark.
Good. That's
Great.
what we like to see.
Catherine says, handmade items are my memories from my grandma.
That's lovely.
That's so lovely, so special.
And we do forget about that, don't we? We find that a lot of jewellery is handed down as well.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to say, well, yeah, this is my grandmother's. That's nice, but also you could say, well, what if your grandfather made this for your grandmother, who then passed it on to you?
Yeah.
It's got so much more meaning to it.
Yes, absolutely.
It really has.
Penny says we use the produce from our garden for gifts like lavender candles, eye pillows, tomato chutney. Ooh, nice, and pear cakes. Ooh, we went through a phase of making wine, didn't we, when we had a big garden?
Yeah, and the space to do it.
Yeah, and we haven't now, but yeah, we've still got some of the
wine we're still drinking.
Yeah.
A few years down the line. Mark, a lot of pictures on the website you might recognise as At the Bench projects, most of which were made as presents and are rather personal to that person. Yeah, it is lovely. It is lovely. It's lovely to see. And that's what the whole idea of At the Bench is all about.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Penny's dream making someone's old pieces from her grandmother into a cocktail ring. Oh, fabulous. That sounds gorgeous.
That is nice. It's nice.
Good.
So yeah, if any of you don't be put off, but please, we'd love to see what you can make and what inspires you, because it's always lovely to hear people's inspiration for their pieces. It really is.
Absolutely, because we can all learn from that. I mean, my brain started ticking over as soon as I started. Yeah.
Look at that. And we love seeing people's images as well, don't we? We love seeing it. We love seeing it. We love seeing the textures, the finishes, and I must admit, the quality of the photographs as well. I noticed Penny's got a gem-light box by the looks of it.
Yes.
Mark's pictures were brilliant. Nothing cluttered in the background.
Yeah, lovely
really
photography.
Really good. So I think the photography really does help as well. So yeah, 10 out of 10 to Penny and Mark in the quality of their work and also the quality of their photographs as well.
Yes,
absolutely,
thank you. It's been such a pleasure to present your work.
To see
it's an honour, isn't it? This is what I really love about this job. Yeah,
and don't forget, if you want to be featured on our Maker Spotlight, just look down below and the link is down there, atthebench.com/spotlight. If you want to be featured in, we're going to perhaps try and do this monthly.
Yeah.
We don't want to have too many people come on, because we want to have our questions and answers as well, and we have limited time available as well.
Yeah.
But we really do want to spotlight you guys and the work that you produce as well, because I think it's absolutely inspirational. Even not necessarily just your inspiration, but the pieces are inspirational as well.
Absolutely,
I really do like that.
Good.
Good.
Brilliant. Penny says, can't wait to see more work from this lovely community.
And that's what it's all about. We see so many names come up on the screen, don't we, every week?
Yes.
And it's lovely then to see the pieces that you're making, and it's lovely for other people to see what you're making as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So don't feel put off or anything like that. We would love to see it. No one's here to criticise, to take apart or anything like that.
That's not what this is about at all.
We are all here for inspiration and being totally positive as well. Yeah, support
absolutely,
as well.
Support. So yeah. Oh, yay.
Excellent. Thank you so much indeed for that. Really did enjoy that.
Good.
Really good.
Jane says, what a lovely way to showcase everything that we learn from the brilliant tuition At the Bench provides.
Oh, thank you very much indeed.
Fab.
Really do appreciate that.
Good. Catherine says, I work in precious metal clays. I just made a beehive with the bee on, I've got a heart there in the corner and I can't get rid of it. So, with the bee on it in fine silver, yet to add the gold. That sounds like it's going to be gorgeous.
Let's show us that.
Yeah.
Come on, Catherine, fill out your form, send us a headshot, and you can be featured next time. Yeah,
we've got a few lined up for the coming months, but yes, absolutely send me as much information as you can about yourself, a few photos, and you
can be featured
and
as
we
well.
can feature you.
So we shall add all the social media down below now.
Yeah, Mark, if you've got any social media platforms you want me to add, any to showcase your jewellery, maybe not personal ones, but if you've got one for jewellery making, then let me know and I can link it in.
Please do get in contact.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Don't forget, Louise, to put the link so we can showcase.
The link. Yes, I think you did, didn't you?
It should be in the description of
It should be in the description.
this. Yes.
Yes.
Is it there?
Did you put it in?
I'd put it in, yes.
You put it in. Oh, it'll be there then, won't it?
I hope so. But if not, it will be there.
We will put it there.
Give us 10 minutes. We're going to be putting the social medias for Penny down below in the description, just in case we haven't done that already.
Yes.
Good. Thank you very much, Louise, for putting that together. You worked very, very hard on that.
It's been my pleasure.
It's been good, and it gives us inspiration as well.
Absolutely, yeah. If there's anything you think we could do to improve showcasing it, do let me know as well.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you, Penny. Yes. Good. That's about it. Should we go?
Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Mark, for sending me your beautiful photos and your inspiration. It's been amazing.
Excellent. Great. Until the next Make a Spotlight, it's goodbye from Louise.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Everyone, take care. Bye-bye.